Happy holidays, it's Shonda.
I'm Queen.
And I'm Lonnie.
Welcome to Shoppecast.
Happy
holidays,
y'all.
We're at the end of 2020.
Yes,
Finally.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not saying nothing because ain't no telling what 2021 holds. So
It can't
I'ma
be
just
worse than
be,
2020.
I'm
claiming it's not going to be. It's going to be
I'm not too sure.
I don't think that the world could take it being worse.
Oh,
than
trust me,
2020.
we can take it.
No,
I just
can't,
don't
Lonnie.
see it just like getting better.
Oh, it's going to get better.
Okay.
It
And I
has
rebuke
to.
that what you're saying.
I'm just prepared
I'm
for
going
the
to see
worst.
it to fruition that
I'm prepared.
2021 is going to be my
I'm going
year.
out the
I'm
country
claiming it's gonna be
2021.
my
I
year.
don't know about y'all, but I'm not
That's-
staying here
That's a cheers.
no more.
Okay?
Right.
You can
For
best
sure.
believe it. I'm hopping flight. I don't care.
Sure.
2021.
I
So my
can't.
quote kind of goes with the what we're talking about actually, and it is: a dream written down with a date becomes a goal.
Okay.
A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan.
Yes.
A plan backed by action becomes reality.
All right.
So
Amen.
this goes along with what we're talking about, Lonnie.
Yeah.
Like,
It does.
if we do
You're
all
right.
these things in this order, then 2021 has got to be
It's
better.
got to be better.
It's
Okay.
gotta
Let
be
me change
better.
my mindset and
Yes,
be ready for
let's-
the best.
For sure.
got it.
But I'm
for
prepared
sure.
for the worst at the same time.
No, I'm not
You never
prepared for
know.
the worst.
But that's great. That's great. That makes me reflect on my 2021
Yeah.
goals
Yeah.
and visions. Y'all
Yeah.
set some goals for this year?
Yes, we have.
I set some goals. But you know what's funny? In 2018, I did K. Michelle's nails. She's my very last client in 2018. And she was like, I don't set goals. I just do whatever comes to my mind. And I was like, so
I
do
feel
I
that.
not set goals? So it made me just, instead of just being so focused on whatever I said at the beginning of the year,
Yeah. Just
put
do
things
it.
into play.
Just
Right.
do it.
Go.
Right.
It's not as
Right.
much pressure
Yeah.
because you're gonna do what your heart
Right.
desires. You
Because
know,
come
follow
June,
through.
if you completed your 2020 goal, then what's left? So,
You know what you got on your mind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Let's go.
You know, people always have that resolution. I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna start eating
That was mine this
better.
year. It's like, you
I'm
want to
just-
pull it together.
We just gonna do better in 2020.
Just
Hopefully
do it.
better.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Hopefully
Just
we
do
don't
it.
have to wear masks the whole 2021.
Nah, I can't see
Yeah.
these masks going nowhere in
No.
I
2021.
honestly don't. I don't.
And I feel like in some situations, masks should always be worn.
Yeah.
especially in our line of work, I think.
I agree.
I really
in our
do.
line of work,
Whoa.
face to face.
I really do. I don't like it. Don't get me
Whoa.
wrong.
But I
I
understand
don't like
why.
it, but I'm gonna tell you something. There have been times pre-pandemic when I was under the weather, and so I wore a mask.
mask.
You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
to protect my clients, right?
It should be an
And
option.
I noticed the difference because our job is a little bit hazardous.
Yeah.
We inhale a lot of smoke.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the
Right,
clients come in
so
sick.
honestly, I
Sometimes.
feel like I'm just gonna be honest. Even though I do not like wearing the mask, the mask is protecting some of the smoke that we normally
Yeah.
would inhale,
That's
or
true.
any other fumes for that matter.
And it's a lot
any
of
other-
face-to-face contact,
Yep.
especially when y'all curl in front of the face. Me, I'm directly in front of a client, so
Mhm.
I appreciate these
That-
masks.
I can't breathe, okay?
Ah,
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Back of my ears hurt.
I have to
You're
step
right.
in the
It's
back
gonna-
periodically.
That be me. Like, let me go to the
Look,
bathroom, take the mask
I need
off.
to drink water. I don't know why. I just feel like the masks are making it harder to breathe now. Like, because you're not supposed to be breathing back in your own air. That was never God's plan. That was never His design.
That's true.
But I'm sick of the mask. Shit. Okay.
I'm sick of them. I'm sick
I'm
of them.
sick of them, but I appreciate the
understand
protection
it. Like,
that they
when
offer.
I went to Wasabi and they had on masks cooking my food, I was like, damn, I should have always had masks on
Mhm.
cooking my food.
Mhm.
And gloves.
Mhm.
This should have always been in place.
That's
Right.
very true.
So, there's some things where I'm like, you know what? Keep your mask on forever in this line of work.
Right.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So, since we're in the holidays, we want to talk today about how the pandemic has affected our holidays this year.
Yeah.
Especially in the Black culture with our families and everything.
It's so sad.
It is.
It's not fun.
It is.
It's not. Like, we had a virtual Thanksgiving kind of where we all got on Zoom. We found some Zoom games to play, so we was doing that. But one thing, we were able to bring in the out-of-town family, which made it fun because we don't normally get to see them on holidays. But it's just still not the same being in a house with 3 people compared to being in a house with 20 people. We playing games. It's just some fun that you will never get.
And you look forward to it, like, you know, like,
Exactly.
I ain't seen my family all year.
Yeah.
I know for sure holiday time, we about to get together, shoot the breeze, catch
Yes.
up. All right, that's enough of you.
Talk
I'm
some
gonna see
shit.
you next
Like,
year.
this
Look,
is-
that play a few games.
I got a couple jokes to crack
Right.
with some cousins
Right.
of mine.
Yeah.
I don't get to do that.
Everybody got a funny cousin.
Listen,
Yeah.
may or may not get some gifts, you know,
Right.
exchange gifts, Secret Santa.
Yes.
We can't even do that.
Right. And
It's
that's
ruining the
funny.
Christmas traditions. We normally, every year, my family, we have a gingerbread competition. And I've been the reigning champ for 5 years. But
You said that
doing it
proud.
virtually, I just don't see
It ain't
it
the
going
same.
that well
It's
for
not
me.
the same.
So I'm like, you know what? This ain't gonna be no fun this year. What else can we do?
It's not the same.
It's
definitely
not.
the same. It's taking a toll on a lot of people. And
Especially
remember,
during the
Lonnie,
holidays.
when we were talking about a few episodes ago, the whole mental health thing. This pandemic, man.
Yeah, during holiday season, it's always heavier for mental health anyway,
Absolutely.
especially during the holidays
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely.
And
way
now
it's
you
set
can't
up.
go around
Your
nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
It's terrible.
Right. And my heart really goes out to the people in the nursing homes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
can't have visitors.
Right. Exactly.
They can't,
Exactly.
I wonder, can they even leave for the day? Probably
No,
not.
they can't.
Oh,
they
man.
can't. So there's some people that haven't seen their loved ones since March, especially if they're in a nursing home.
That's terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
That's not
That's
fair.
crazy.
It's not.
It's got to be a
not.
better way.
We live in Cleveland too. I feel like if we lived in warmer conditions, you maybe could meet with your family
You
outside.
could at least be outside. Y'all can be on the
Yeah.
patio or something.
Outside in the backyard, but
Yeah, 'cause
no.
all summer that's what we did. We met on people's front lawns. Me and my whole
Yeah.
family.
Everybody just
kicked
spread
it.
out.
Yeah.
So you're talking to the COVID police here. Hi.
I could see the face. She was like, I'm not going
in
to
the
nobody.
warmer climates, their numbers are high.
That's
so
true.
I don't know.
That's
if
Atlanta
what you
numbers
guys
ain't high.
need. Girl, bye.
First of all, Atlanta
Girl,
is
bye. They
Atlanta
never closed
is
down.
doing their own
Yeah,
thing.
they never
like,
closed down.
Atlanta is
And
gonna
Florida,
be
They
Atlanta.
even not
high.
talking about their cases.
Atlanta said you're not gonna kill our vibe, okay?
Hey.
2020, our story is continuing.
I don't know.
We having a good time. So, what's your favorite part of the holiday?
I'll go first. My favorite part was pre-pandemic, getting with family, getting together
Yeah.
with family, eating good, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
playing
My
games,
God.
laughing, dancing,
Yes.
listening to good music.
Yes.
So I really, I gotta say, it's not a good time this year
Yeah.
for.
It
I
kills
tried to lift my
Ooh.
spirits by decorating, and this year I actually wrapped gifts early.
All right.
That's way out of character for Shonda.
You the night before?
She
Usually-
waited
I'm the
till
night
Christmas
before
Eve.
too. That'd be me. Like,
For
these
sure.
gifts look so pretty in my tree. I should have been did this.
Right, exactly. So this year I got my Christmas tree ornaments to match my wrapping paper, and I'm pumped about
All
that.
right.
That kind of lifted my spirits a little bit. I
Good.
even bought Christmas pillows for my couch. I
Aw.
never
So
do
you had to
any of
add
that stuff.
some
So,
decorations.
right,
to the
exactly.
House.
Just to kind of lift my
Yes,
spirits up,
that's
because not
good.
being with family, that's
Yeah,
huge during
it
the holidays,
really
especially
is.
in our culture. That's huge for our culture.
That's what we do.
Yeah, get
It's nothing
together.
else
Right,
then.
exactly.
Whose house you going to for Christmas? That's the question.
Right, exactly.
And I ain't in the spirit. Look, I ain't in the spirit. I ain't bought a decoration, a light, a tree. I'm not feeling it.
Nothing.
What I will say is my favorite thing about the holiday, and if you know me, you know this to be true, the food. I love to eat during the holiday. I feel like that's the only time you really get that good love in the food.
Yeah, you get a good old meal
oh,
during
Jesus.
the holiday season.
I'm not eating like this.
That's really the only
no
time my
other
mom cooks.
time.
Yeah.
This, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the holiday.
And
That's
it's
a good time.
amazing every time.
That's my guess.
That's really the only time she cooks, and so
Yes.
it's very sad for my mom this year too.
Yeah.
Because she keeps saying like I'm used to cooking for my family for the
Mhm.
holidays. And the fact that she is not able to do that is really making her sad.
Yeah. So my favorite part of the holiday, I love the decorating. So I'm for putting up the tree. I like to turn that into a whole party of putting up my Christmas tree. And I like the baking of it. I love me a good Christmas dessert.
Really?
Really just like the cookie. I'm a cookie
Why you
person.
be baking?
Just started. But yeah, I've been trying.
Okay.
Pinterest got me in my Betty Crocker mode, you know? So we're going to make some cookies. I bought some cookie cutters this year. I haven't made any cookies yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you know when something me and my family decided we're going to do this year?
What?
We're going to go Christmas caroling.
Aww.
But we only going to people's house. We're going to go to some of our other family members because it's like we're not going to see each other. And that's
That's
really
a good
hurting our
idea.
feelings. So we've been over here having virtual lessons.
Hilarious.
We gonna be at people's doors singing.
I can let it
Can
out.
y'all? Can
No,
y'all hold it up?
nobody can sing in the
Oh,
family.
I
So
want
this
to
is
be
strictly
here
for
for this.
fun.
Who's recording?
Somebody gonna record, I'm sure.
That's gonna be
Yeah, so like, we
hilarious.
can't do our gingerbread party, so we're gonna go see the lights and go Christmas caroling. We're gonna pull up at my grandma's house first.
That's
Because my
cute.
grandma is, no, don't hug me, don't touch me.
Play. Oh,
Like,
these
okay,
old
grandma,
folks not playing around
we
with
get it. Sometimes I just want to wear my mask in the house. Grandma, take the mask off. It's just you in the house.
It's not in there, I promise.
It's not there.
I feel bad for the older people. They,
Yeah.
ooh, child, they whole little world done been rocked. They literally don't want to come outside.
They don't.
And that's
They
sad.
don't.
And that's a huge part of because they do have a lot of spare time on their hands.
Yeah.
So where you guys are going,
Mhm.
you don't take the time to sit down and actually watch and listen to the news or read the news.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
read the newspaper, but read the news on your phone or whatever. And because they are doing that, they're hearing the different things
Yeah.
about it every single day.
I don't hear nothing.
Every single
I
day, and it
watch
scares
the
them. It scares them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They've never seen nothing like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
haven't.
So they don't really have an understanding of,
What's going on?
especially if you don't come
What
out
to
the
do
house
with it.
often, you don't know whether it's safe or not. According to the TV, it's not safe. Like they're saying, you should stay at home unless
Right.
you just have to come out.
Right.
Unlike the essential workers or
Yeah.
like us in our industry.
Yeah.
But we have to come out because I gotta say I'm not crazy right now during this pandemic to be working with the public. I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
It's just on the nuts, okay?
It's scary. It is, but I have to work at the same time because I have to make a living. But it can be scary for an older person, which was about 40-50% of my clientele.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of my clientele, they're still afraid to come out to get their hair done. And that's what I wanted to go into next, how the pandemic has affected our industry during the holidays.
During the
'Cause
holidays.
usually
This
during
is-
the holidays.
It's the season.
Right,
okay?
exactly.
Wall
Exactly.
to wall. Like,
Right.
them 2 weeks before
Holiday
Christmas.
hair is
Right.
serious,
They is
okay?
not
We
messing
need this
around,
holiday
honey.
hair, holiday nails.
Especially
Right.
like New Year's and Christmas, they're a week apart, so it's just really, really
Christmas
funky.
photos, things
Yeah,
like
to
that.
have
Like,
to
you gotta be
navigate
ready.
with this, your
Yeah.
clientele, and
Can't do
people
everybody.
is still waiting till the last minute. I don't understand it, but it just it's messed up on our end because we want to get everybody in, but we just
But it's still not like it used to be. It's
No,
not.
it's
It's
not.
not. I remember
Yes.
there were times New Year's Eve that
Listen.
midnight struck. I would still be working,
Yeah.
trying to get people out so they can get to their
I
party.
used to
'cause
have to
just
make
was-
sure I close my books early for New Year's. Just so that way I could be home. Because I'm not trying to be here all night.
right,
As
right.
long as the money was coming, I was.
I'm like, no, get me out of here. I want to leave. I don't want to be here. I'm
At
like, I
least
want
by
to be
like
at home
8,
with my family.
I should be done.
Do y'all feel like y'all would be missing things like Christmas Eve? Would y'all take off or would y'all go to work?
I went
No,
to
I
work.
always work Christmas Eve.
I will work till 2 on Christmas Eve.
Girl.
And I'm going to go get in my holiday mode and I'm not coming out of it.
Well, see, I
Because
don't
I
have
don't
any
work the day after
kids.
Christmas either.
So if for me,
Fuck
I
that.
just feel like, why not work? Ain't,
I got the
ain't nothing
worst
else to do.
story about working on Christmas Eve ever.
Mhm.
So I work. I'll probably work every holiday but Christmas Day.
Oh, okay.
So, but I
I did work every holiday but Christmas
Eve,
Day.
and so
Christmas Eve, I love
I always, and this comes from my childhood, I always brought my Christmas tree on Christmas Eve
it.
when my kids were growing up. And so one year I worked late, and after I got off work, I started trying to find a Christmas tree. And I couldn't find one. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? My kids aren't going to have a Christmas tree. This is terrible. So I called my ex, and I was like, I can't find a tree. What are we going to do, right? Do you remember the tree he brought home?
It was Charlie Brown.
Oh my God, was it a Charlie Brown tree?
Did he save Christmas or no?
Charlie Brown tree. I feel like he got it off somebody's yard or something.
Clearly off of somebody's tree.
Oh my gosh.
I'm talking like 4 branches.
We had a tree. Now he did the best that he could with the time allotted to him.
Oh my gosh. Y'all barely.
Why he didn't think to go get a tree? That's my thing. Like, we just not having a tree.
tradition.
Yeah.
Well, and he wasn't really huge on Christmas, so that was like my thing.
He
So
did work
probably
a
was
lot
like,
on
here,
Christmas.
I brought a tree and got branches.
Right.
There you go. Merry Christmas.
Right, yeah, but that was, I said I
man.
can't do that anymore. So I stopped waiting till New Year's Eve to get the tree.
Yeah.
I still work New Year's Eve, but I stopped waiting till New Year's Eve to get, because that was a.
But
that
do
was a
people
whole
do
entire
fresh
thing.
trees anymore? We always had a live
You know
tree.
what? A lot of people do. We never have in my family. Like,
I
always
love
had
live
live
trees.
trees.
go get the tree out the
I
basement.
hate them damn pine needles.
They're not fun, but they smell so good. They make your
Really?
house smell. Oh
They
my
do. I've
God,
always heard
Lonnie.
that.
They
Yeah.
make your house smell amazing.
And they're pretty when you get a nice one.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They
Yeah,
are.
I just pull my tree out the closet.
Hey, off the basement.
Yeah.
Let the spiders run off.
Hello? That's what my mother be like, throw it outside for a couple hours.
Let the spiders run off and
Let them-
whatnot. I had a tree, but I threw that joint away.
You throw
Yeah.
away the tree?
I don't got it to do.
I just feel like it's bad luck to just throw away a tree.
I just feel like it's just me. Like, why do I need
So, it's just me.
I will
Ain't a
go to
single
your
gift under
house.
that tree.
Look, I
Ain't
will
no
go to
key.
your
She probably
there.
could get like the little tree that I have at my house now.
Yeah,
would be
like a
nice
little
in her
something.
place.
Put you in the spirit.
Just come to
I
your
think
house
she's
and
just
look
being
at
a
y'all tree.
Scrooge this year.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not the same.
It's no fun not having kids in the family, like at all. Like the youngest person in our family is 12. It's no kids. Like Christmas
It is fun to see. Oh,
with
when a
kids.
kid, it is fun to see.
Yeah,
The
like
kids open their gifts and just enjoy all the festivities and
Yeah.
run around and play.
Yes,
That is
I'm trying to
fun.
play with some toys with y'all. I ain't
Yeah.
no kids with no
'Cause I'm a
toys.
big
kid.
I
I
want
like
a
toys too,
tablet,
like-
okay?
Yeah.
I bought my cousin a tablet. He didn't open up now other gift. He only wrapped up what's the password.
Well, I know
to
they
it.
was
Like,
mad
that's
at you
all
for let
what
him
about
open that
this?
first. You
And
can't
see,
let
that's
him
so
open
funny
that
you
first.
said that, because this year I made it my business for us not to buy any digital gifts for my grandson.
Yeah.
No digital gifts. I went back
That's
old
good.
school
That's good.
for all the stuff for him
Good.
to play with, because these kids, they losing all ounce of creativity or anything. They
Yeah.
mind is just one track on them digital games.
On the, on
I
the
don't
tab,
particularly
on the
care for
iPad.
it.
Yeah, I don't
Right,
either.
exactly.
They don't play any games no more. Like,
Yeah, like, come
Monopoly,
Sorry, like
Sorry.
Trouble,
Connect
Four,
Four.
Connect Four, I was like
something.
Connect Four, Jenga.
Jenga.
Yeah, kids don't be knowing about that. They be like,
Uno.
I got that game on my iPad. No, this
Can
is
I
a
see
real
your
life
phone?
game.
It's
Like,
not the same.
this is
Your
a real
phone.
It's
game.
not the same. We were discussing before we started recording today. Back when I was younger, we had church Christmas programs and school Christmas programs, and I mean, it was really, really special
You
to be
had
able
to remember
to
lines.
participate in
I
those
would have been with
programs.
it. But we never had that.
Wish I
These
would've
kids
done
today,
one.
they don't have that.
We should have an adult one.
An adult,
We should
right?
I
write
want
a
to be
play.
one of the three kings. Let me be a king.
But these kids don't even have that.
They don't.
They
Kids
don't
don't
even
know
have that.
Christmas songs.
So they honestly, to tell the truth, unless you have a child that comes from somewhat of it doesn't have to be a Christian background, but just as long as the family knows and understands the true meaning behind Christmas.
Yeah.
Otherwise, these kids don't have a clue.
Not a clue.
They just
Only
think about
thing they
getting gifts.
know, right? Exactly. is Christmas is for us to get gifts.
Yeah.
They don't
have no real
understand.
meaning
Right?
behind
Exactly.
Christmas.
Exactly.
They don't understand the gift of giving either.
At all.
Like they
don't.
just think they're supposed to get stuff.
Right.
So.
Speaking of giving, another tradition me and my family started. We started this last year, so this is our second year doing it. Is we went to feed the homeless,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So this year, instead of us, normally we would make the sandwiches. This year we bought everything just so that way we didn't have to touch the food and
Right.
handle
Yeah.
the food.
Yeah.
So my mother made chili, and we made them chili, and they was eating up that chili.
Yeah.
And we made them peanut butter. Well, we bought the peanut butter.
Where'd you
and jelly
guys go?
sandwiches. We went down to the men's homeless shelter.
City Mission?
No.
Yeah, we went to the. Nope, it's
That's
called.
not the same as the city mission.
It's called something else. It's not the city mission.
Okay,
It's
okay.
off of 30th in Lakeside.
Oh.
I feel like
But we went to the women's shelter and they wasn't on it.
Really?
Like they was like,
Probably because of COVID.
nah, they was just not coming to the car to get nothing. And we thought, okay, well we'll go back to the men's shelter because we had saved half for each shelter.
Right.
Yeah.
So we ended up going back to the men's shelter and they were very appreciative.
My grandmother
It was a
used to
good
do that
time.
all the time.
Right.
It's like, you know what, we don't have to do this more than just
We
during the
definitely
holiday
do. We
season.
definitely
For
do.
sure.
Yeah.
Definitely do. My daughter and I had talked about it too, especially with my grandson and my nephew. They're spoiled,
Yeah.
so they need to start
Yeah, we
doing
took the
stuff like
little
that.
ones that's with in
So
the
they can
family with us.
understand
Yeah.
that you ain't, everybody don't have it all.
Yep, and it was all ages. I will say, like last year when we went, was the first year I got to really see, like, just instead of just seeing a couple people on the street. Normally they're older, but it was a lot of young people in the shelters.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
That's sad.
okay, you know, it made me open up my eyes. Like, it's not just you fall into a hard time when you're in your 40s and 50s. Like,
Right,
life
right.
can get bad pretty fast.
Right.
You know, so be grateful.
Or you get put out.
Yeah, ain't no telling.
And you know what's going? Honestly, I hate to keep bringing up this stupid pandemic, but we're going to see a lot of that. You know, heading in on the downside of the pandemic, a lot of homelessness. I've already been seeing it. Now, even in the suburbs, you're seeing homeless people that never used
you really
to be.
are.
Yeah. So
You really are. And even there, even at the shelter, they was like, it's 10 people in quarantine. Can we take some food in for them? They can't come out. I'm like, wow.
And that's so sad.
That's so sad.
it is.
To be sick like that and just have nowhere to go. You
Nowhere.
gotta go to the shelter.
Yeah, and you just locked in
Probably
there. You can't leave and leave.
that's
You can't move. Wow.
But on a brighter note, Christmas is in what? 5 days.
5 days.
Five
And I'm not
days.
done shopping.
Friday.
So we're
You
looking
started.
forward to our Zoom Christmases and,
Right.
and our dual
Zoom
Christmases
Christmas.
and however we
Throughout
choose
the
to
door,
celebrate.
through the door.
Yeah. My daughters are cooking.
Hey, now.
Yes.
We gonna
They-
cook.
There's a
We
cook.
gonna barbecue.
Oh, y'all barbecuing? We barbecuing.
I'm making
I'm
some
just
greens and
here
some mac and
for-
cheese.
I'm
Me
make
too,
a
love
couple cookies or something. Like,
You gonna season something?
I'm in charge of the spirit.
hello? That's I'm coming with the Patron. Merry Christmas. Okay.
First of all, both of y'all can cook. Y'all just don't want to.
It's-
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do this next week.
Yeah.
On a regular day. How about that, you know?
This barbecue is gonna be good though.
I
It's a
can't
nice
wait.
switch up from the regular food.
Yeah, my
I'm
brother,
excited.
he barbecuing. And it's going to be pretty decent
Y'all
weather.
barbecue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! It's on the
He
floor.
barbecue every holiday.
You did not.
The rib.
No, for real.
Right.
We didn't watch that barbecue show on Netflix.
Girl,
I love it.
I'm like, listen,
Isn't
if
it
your
good?
ribs not going to look like this, I don't want them. Now.
he about to go
Take
to
note.
the drawing board.
Listen, he's talking about some, we going to make pork chops too. I'm like, you feeling inspired? I like to see
I
it.
said that too.
Because that's a different meal for Christmas. Because it's like, it's
Yeah.
so close to Thanksgiving. We don't want the same thing. We
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I'm like,
After a
those
while, you
wings
get
gonna make
tired
me
of the
too.
chicken and the dressing and the greens and the mac
yeah,
and
like,
cheese
because
and
I go overboard on Thanksgiving. I'm
Right.
eating that for
What?
a couple days. I
Right.
don't want this again.
Right.
Anymore.
I can't eat it past like Black Friday or that Saturday.
After Saturday, for Sunday, I'm gonna want
no
something
more,
else.
no more me.
I might eat some more macaroni.
That macaroni and cheese.
That'll get ate.
and the greens too.
We're gonna eat that.
The greens
Right.
too, 'cause
We
that's
need
the
a
best.
different meat. I don't want no more turkey.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, but too, guys. So, what's your favorite holiday song?
Ooh. All right, I got two.
You got a
Look, he
couple.
said it.
The Temptations Christmas song. What's it called? Silent Night.
Yep.
Silent Night. And then I love the 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child.
Oh yes,
Girl, that was my favorite Christmas song. That's the one for me.
I want to bring that video so bad.
So bad. I used to play that song on repeat.
They did that.
They sure
They
did.
did that.
No,
You know me? Okay, so I'm got one. I feel like, my favorite is TLC. And I don't know why. I feel like it's so catchy. Have a very merry
No, for real.
Christmas
When I was
and
just
a
listening to it, I was
happy
like,
New
who
Year.
put this together?
A
This is
happy
smooth.
New Year.
Yes,
That's my jam.
that's it.
Okay, that's
That's my
yours.
jam.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Chris Brown's version of this.
Ooh.
This Christmas, that's a banger.
Yes.
That's
That
a
is a
banger.
good one.
It
That's
is.
a banger
That's a good one.
forever.
Yeah.
They
And
can play that
it is.
forever.
I heard that this morning. He's doing his little dance. I was like,
Girl.
oh, it is Christmas. Yes.
Like, what? You ain't
Do y'all like Christmas movies?
Yeah,
What's
I
your
do.
favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, okay, I don't want to say.
No, I don't want to say.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I like, what's the one with Ebenezer Scrooge in it?
Who?
What's the name of the movie with Ebenezer Scrooge in it? Shoot.
I don't know.
It's gonna come to me.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
You know where the ghost took him through the Christmas
Yeah.
past, future, and present?
Oh, yeah.
Dang, what is
With
that name?
Vanessa Williams?
Well, I don't like that version.
Look, I'm
Why
like,
you
Vanessa Williams?
I
Vanessa
don't like that
Williams.
version.
Which one? Who played
What's
it?
the name of that movie?
The
What is the
original
name
one.
of it?
I don't know. I'm
not
drawing a
sure.
blank. Ghost of Christmas Past?
No,
Nah.
he was a character in it though.
Right.
He was a character in
The
it.
Ghost of Christmas Past is a
My
character.
favorite holiday movie, I'm gonna have to pick two because the first one y'all gonna be like, that's your favorite one. I love Best Man's Holiday.
Oh, no.
Me too.
That is a good
It's
one.
just so sad. It's
That
just
is.
so
You
sad.
gotta
at
really
the
like.
end.
What?
Get
Because you
past-
gonna cry.
I'm just
You
shed
gonna
a tear.
cry.
The
You gonna
second
cry.
me throw up, I'll be like, ooh.
I was so
It was
happy
a
they
good
gave
one.
that to our culture. Like, y'all knew we needed the best man too.
But why?
And y'all gonna make it on Christmas. Ain't gonna go have.
Why y'all kill
Me
her?
and
off
Die.
the- Oh, that hurt it.
Girl.
Oh, that hurt it.
He
Oh, my-
fell down at the cemetery.
Girl, love.
It's
Every
too much.
time.
Come here, Morris.
Every time.
Come here.
It's too much. Catch him. I was like, catch him.
Bring him here. Bring him with me. Come here.
My thing is this: they rich. We can't get a cure. Like
I
nothing
think
worked.
they had tried everything.
They
Remember
did,
she
but that's
said
what I'm
they
saying.
did,
Like,
man.
Jesus
But that just
Christ.
goes to show that
That's
cancer.
so
man.
sad.
I mean, we get a little melancholy with it, but yeah, I don't. Cancer's not a friend
Yeah.
of mine. I don't.
I wish
It's
I had
not.
nobody.
Yeah,
I like that movie. And I love Rudolph. It's just
Rudolph?
so cute. It's just such a cute movie.
it is a cute movie.
It's such a cute movie. I love that movie, but those are my two favorite holiday movies. It's a new movie. It's called Jingle Jangle. It's
Somebody
an
told me it
all-black
was
I
good.
heard
production.
that.
I forgot her name. The lady that was in Dreamgirls.
Forrest Whitaker is in it too.
Yeah, she produced it,
Felicia
and she's-
Rashad is in it.
Yeah, it's all black cast.
Right,
It's,
I heard
it's
it was
a happy
really good.
Christmas movie.
We
Okay.
said we were gonna watch it
Because
Christmas Eve.
She
at
was
James
saying,
House.
I think it's her name, Onika Walker. I forgot. I can't remember her name, but she wrote it.
Did you watch it, Lon?
No, I haven't
Okay,
watched it
okay.
yet, but I know a
It's
couple
on
people
Netflix?
who watched it. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all black production. It's a happy Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one
Yeah.
thing about some black Christmas movies.
They
Is
be sad.
we always gotta be poor and sad. Our parents gotta
Something
die. Like,
happened.
can we get just a happy Christmas movie? Damn, we happy too.
Jeez.
So I'm happy we got that movie. I haven't watched it yet. I said I was gonna watch it on Christmas Eve. Make me
Right.
some hot chocolate.
Right.
Okay, so
We-
mine's is a little childish.
Right.
So, I love A Nightmare Before Christmas. I've
I've
always
never
loved that
seen
movie since
that.
I was a child. I have. It's a great film for children. They need to watch that these days. They
You
learn
can watch
something.
that these days.
Also, too, I can say I like The Grinch.
Oh, I love the Grinch. He is
That is
my
good.
favorite.
I like The Grinch.
The way his antics be, like,
I
I
love him. What about when he was little? When he was little, and he first, when they first showed him Hating Christmas, The Grinch was good. I don't care.
I
what
love the Grinch. I watch the Grinch probably once a week
Yeah.
during Christmas season. I've watched it 3 times so
Yeah.
far. That's the one.
And
for me.
Christmas Story come on
I was
every
about
year.
to go. I was about to say. I'm
You
gonna
about
go
to say
back
that? I was
old
about
school
to
on
say,
y'all. I like the
'cause
Christmas
Gotta
story.
watch
that-
the Christmas
that's-
Story when it come on.
Oh, I've never watched the Christmas Story.
It was shot in Cleveland. You ain't never watched the
My
Christmas
brother
Story?
That's
loved
when
it
the
too
little boy's
much. I was
tongue gets
completely
stuck on-
against.
On the pole.
Jonah will watch that movie from Halloween
Listen,
until the first.
because that's when it started coming
I
out.
was sick of it. It's a marathon today. Like you watched it every day.
It's like 4 hours long.
It's
Like, why is it
ridiculous.
Yeah, you can walk away and come back and still know.
It's
what's
still
going
on. Like
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
But it's a good classic movie. Definitely a good classic movie.
I heard it was a classic. I
It
don't
is.
know.
It is. You gotta watch the whole thing.
I don't know.
It's funny.
So when y'all give y'all Christmas gifts, do y'all give with just this is what I want to get this person, or do you put meaning behind your gifts? Like do you put thought into it?
Let me put my profile on. This is what
I
I do. Love to give gifts. Shonda loves to give gifts.
She does. She's a great gift giver.
And I put a lot of thought into it, Lonnie.
Okay.
I like wreck my brain trying to think all year long, what has this person said that they might have wanted or they liked or they need, you know what I'm saying? or they might have seen me with it and they said they liked it. I really, really, really try to put a lot of thought in it, and I like the surprise factor of when they open it up.
Yeah,
like,
that's the fun part.
That's probably why she waits till Christmas Eve, because it probably give her anxiety.
She put her ticket cap on real strong,
Right.
huh? You work
and
well
I like
under
to do
pressure.
prank gifts too.
Do you?
Prank gifts. One year, for my little brother who loved tennis shoes, he asked for some Jordans. Okay. So I went and got the Jordans, and I took the Jordans out the box and got some shoes from Payless and put in there.
Say space. What was
My daddy
what
used
was
to do
Shaq's
that
called? Shaq. Say Shaq's. That's what
My dad would give us bags of coal and all type of stuff inside, and then it'll be a piece of coal that he cut open and put some money in it though.
Mhm.
Like I'll just be about to throw this away, like you ain't found your gift. I'm like, no, it's just coal, sir. What do you mean? It's money. He folded up $100 bill so
Real
small.
small.
It's scary. I'm like, sir, who has the time for this?
Pay too much.
Nothing like gag gifts. They're always fun.
They are funny.
Yeah, they are fun. and
One
funny.
year, I got my cousin a spoon because I got her a golden fork because she is the queen of eating off somebody else's plate. So here's your gag gift. I got you a fork because she be, let me get some of this. Let me get some of that. Like, girl, get off my plate.
Kanisha went like, ooh, you're terrible. I am not that person.
You do not make a plate.
Oh,
I don't.
She do not make
you
a
one of
plate.
them? My mother don't make plates
I
either.
feel like,
Is that
why
a
you
mother
not
thing?
eating?
Is that a mother thing?
No, and it's not that I want somebody to make it for me. It's just, you know what? Honestly, when I see too much food, I get overwhelmed. Like, I don't do well at buffets.
Oh.
When you see a
do
whole lot of
great.
food just in
I
front
do
of you.
great.
Where do
I'ma
I
go
start?
I'm going to start here and I'm going to work my way down, okay?
I'm gonna need everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, because her plate be like this.
I want to
Yeah.
try it
Be
all.
like this little
Try
bitty
something
girl.
good.
And
eat
9
all
times
this
out of
food.
10, the majority of it is good. I got a good eye.
Okay.
She's a
Pair well.
professional eater.
I pair well. She's a foodie. Yeah. So when I give gifts, now that I'm more mature, I guess you could say as an adult, I will say I try to give more meaningful gifts and gifts that have longevity as well as create memories with people. It's very hard for me because I'm a person where I just want to buy. I'm very like, everybody can get pajamas and we can be done with this. But now I be trying to really put thought into it, especially for like my mother, my father, my brother. It's so hard because I could just buy y'all all clothes and be done. So I will say this year has been challenging, especially because it's like we can't go nowhere, we can't do nothing. So it's like it kind of limits the things that I'm getting, but I think I did pretty good so far.
Where'd you get your mom? Because I was clueless.
So my mother just wrote a book. She wrote a children's book.
We
So
gotta
I got
have
her.
on,
Yes,
honey.
we will.
Yes.
So I got her a snow globe, and I got the cover of the book put in the snow globe.
Oh, that's super cute.
And I think that that'll be a good gift.
She gonna cry.
Yeah, she gonna love that.
I hope she
yeah,
loves it.
She's gonna love
When does
that.
the book come out?
So we still waiting on it. We still getting it edited. So sometime in 2021.
Awesome.
When I
Yes.
tell you, I have the mother that has everything and then some.
Literally.
How do you buy a gift for a person like that? Like,
Oh, really? Oh, let's see. I answer this question.
Let's see the answer, huh?
This person I would buy literally to get you thinking about.
no,
That'd be
that's
the
not
worst.
me.
You do
The
this.
week before Christmas, she that type. Like I was gonna get you.
I had got that already.
Back to the drawing board, huh?
That's what just happened to my daughter, actually, with my mom. She knew she had the perfect gift, like she was going to out-gift us with her. She had ordered her the Obama book. So luckily she told me, because I'm like, oh, Jamie, she bought that last
Listen,
week.
my grandmother don't play about her books, okay? So
Oh,
my
really?
sister, I don't even know why she thought she was doing something.
Maybe she got a bookcase.
My grandmother stay on top of her books.
Yeah,
She
she
just
got it
she
all
had
down.
that Obama book. They had dropped.
My mom has everything in
Every
the
book.
store and then some. And she has a store in her basement if you need something.
For your kitchen.
You know what I'm saying?
Living room,
Like,
Maybe this
bedroom.
Walmart in the basement.
What?
She got it, huh?
She got 3 houses in her house for sure.
when I was in school, I needed a printer, and so I was going to her house to print stuff and going to the library, and I was like, I got to give me a printer. She was like, what kind you need? I'm like,
The whole
huh?
time you had printers?
I'm like,
I didn't know this was the
she's like, I got something in the basement. I'm like, what you mean you got some printers?
Some
I'm like,
A5
why would you
in the
say
basement?
extra printers? Like, who just orders extra printers?
Don't put her out there like
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I love you, but I don't know what
So
to
you
buy.
like, I don't
her
know
for
what to get
Christmas.
you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I literally have run out of ideas.
My grandmother, she's 80. It's like, what do you buy an 80-year-old woman?
What just took place there?
I think that the straw threw itself at you. I seen it whole thing, and it did its own thing. Like
That was crazy.
it just flew away.
Okay,
It flew
that's
away.
okay. I'll just sit.
But yeah, my grandmother's 80, and I feel bad because I don't just want to just give her money, but it's like, what do I buy you? And my grandma is one of the people where no matter what you say, whatever you give her, she gonna open and be like, "This what you got me?" It's like the most innocent shade ever. So it just be like, "Okay, grandma, I guess."
Gotta take it for what it is.
Yeah, I hope you like
She
it.
don't even play it off.
Man,
Like,
this what you got
No.
me?
You know, older folks is honest.
Yeah. She don't care. My little cousin was giving her a gift. Here go her mother. Now, before you open this, remember a 10-year-old bought you this. This is her own thinking. Just let it be. She open it. Oh, I love it. Like, Grandma, you are shady. Why are you this way?
See, me, I was thinking for my grandmother, like, let's just get her a trip somewhere, but due to COVID.
Can't even do
you
that.
can't buy a trip right now.
I
I'm
know,
not
that's what I'm
buying a
just
trip.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can't.
I mean, under different circumstances, that would be a great idea. But right now,
Yeah.
it's just not in the cards.
Not now.
It's not. But back to what Lonnie was saying, think about it, Lonnie. Now, you're talking about a person that's been on this earth for 80 years.
Yeah, it's nothing to
She
give
literally
her.
probably has gotten every type of
It's
gift.
nothing else that she wants. Like, personally, I like to create memories, so I would love to take her somewhere, even if it's just to the movies, but it's not a thing right now.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
y'all. This
Money
is the
is-
holidays, 2020
2020
edition.
holidays. Wow.
That's why we going to celebrate
About
2020
people.
on out of here.
Survival kits.
Normally, I don't celebrate New Year's Eve. I just be at home chilling. I bring it in peace, watching TV, watch the ball
That's
fall.
a good way.
This year, I think I'm going to turn up because
Yeah.
it's got to get out of
Hello?
here.
Well, let's turn up
2020 has got to go.
I've
Yeah.
had enough.
Do
Now,
y'all
I'm going to
feel
turn
like-
up at home. Don't misunderstand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not turning up out
We
there.
already knew the culture.
We knew that.
Was turning up at her own
In her
home.
living room.
Okay, we knew.
We knew
Where
that.
you was gonna be. We understood exactly what your
Okay,
turn
okay,
up
okay.
meant.
I just don't want to,
Do y'all believe that however you bring in your year, your mindset, your attitude determines how your year gonna go?
I do.
I agree.
Look,
I do.
1000%.
I do. I
Yeah.
do. Definitely, like, you don't want to go into the new year with negative energy, negative
Not at all.
mindset. I said I need to clean my house before the new
Yes,
year.
that's
Like,
the cleanup.
I just want it to be real
I
positive
keep
vibes.
money in my pocket.
That part, going into the new year.
Yeah,
I don't
be
want
ready.
to
Yes.
start the new year. I don't know nothing other than a
And
positive
even
note.
I reach out to people who I may not have spoken with all
That,
year,
yeah.
and even where it's some unclear tension or whatever it might be.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make sure we good by the end of the year,
Absolutely.
just so I can go into my new year
Yeah.
together. For me,
Mhm.
this ain't for you. It's really for me.
Listen,
Now, how bad is the tension? I got to
No. It don't be bad tension. Like, it could be like a friend where it's like we kind of just lost touch.
haven't spoken in a while.
Yeah, and it's like, did we didn't end on bad terms, but I can't say it was like really anything for real. So I'm gonna just make sure I reach out to you, wish you a happy new year. tell
And
you-
too, like with that
family,
being
happy
said,
New Year.
2020. First of all, it started out shitty with Kobe Bryant dying.
Oh, my
And
God.
then it was just like a domino effect. Like, I have so many people that I know who have lost a parent,
Yeah,
or just people
2020 was
close to
heavy.
them. Like, I feel like 2020 is snatching up so many
2020
people.
is heavy. But then again, so I was trying to figure it out because I'm like, you know what? People die every day.
Yeah.
And before this, and that's like, I think now we're just more consciously aware of it. And it seems like
Yeah.
it's hitting home.
And
Yeah.
funerals aren't the same.
Yeah.
So, you know,
You
funerals
can't grieve the
are,
same.
I'm about to say, funerals are part of your grieving process.
Yep.
And because, you know, they're limiting the number of people that go to funerals,
If they have
it's
a
even
funeral.
a live funeral at
Yeah.
all, a lot of times it's been on Zoom, you just don't get
It's
that
not the-
closure
yeah.
that you normally can get. You
You
know
have
how
to
many
see the
people
person.
have passed this year? Especially a lot of my mom's friends, and I feel
Yeah,
so
my
bad for her because my
grandmother's.
mom is an avid funeral goer.
Listen, it's a
I keep
thing.
putting you out
Like,
there,
it's
Mom.
a
I'm
thing.
sorry, but she is.
It's a
But
thing.
she has not been able to attend her funerals like she normally
And I
does.
don't know.
And it
My
is,
grandma, it takes a toll
Yes,
on her. I
it
can tell.
does.
And I feel
It
so
is.
bad.
It
Yeah.
is. That's
It's
sad.
awful.
Yeah.
Like, we lost a lot of big celebrities this
we
year.
did.
Substantial
Yes, we
people.
did.
Girl, Black Panther.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Me
one
too.
hurt.
Yeah.
We lost
Yeah.
Debo, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
It's so
Yeah,
sad.
we've had a lot of losses.
Like, it's heavy.
A lot of
And it's like,
losses.
just with the times being so sensitive, it just makes everything just like...
Had those big losses, and then we get hit with this pandemic. That was
it's
that was the ice
heavy.
on the cake.
But that makes you even more conscious of, like you said, if you haven't spoken to a friend in a while, or y'all lost touch or whatever, it make you want to reach out.
Yeah.
Like, life is short, tomorrow's
Life
not
is
promised.
so short.
So,
and now when anybody come to my mind that I haven't spoken to in a while, I instantly message them or call them, whatever I gotta do.
Even just a small little something.
Yeah, because I don't want to live in regret at all.
Mm-hmm.
And 2020 has definitely changed the way my mind is when it comes to taking care of myself and taking care of people around me.
Yes.
So I will say it definitely made me more aware, and it made me become more like in touch with the people around me, and not so much focus on work and social media and things like that. It made me like, hey, you know what? How are you doing? Like, I see you on Instagram every day, and I know you do my hair and all, but how are you? Like, you know, it make me just talk to people more.
And you have like, even with the whole therapy and things.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
We
the
talked
year
about it, and you send me your thing.
Yeah,
I'm
like it's time to
tap in.
Yeah, tap in, be better, do more. You know, like
I know, but I'm older, so I do that.
We don't do that,
but you know, we don't.
And
we
I
don't
don't
do
understand
that.
why.
We are like, go.
Yeah. No, that's not what it is. Y'all do go a lot. We go a lot too. My mom, 72, and that baby go.
She don't sit down.
She go. But what I'm about to say is the reason why you don't reach out and touch like you're doing now is because of social media.
Exactly. And
social media has allowed people to cheat themselves of their relationship with their family and friends.
Well said, Mom.
Because you know what, when somebody say like, have you talked to such and such in a while? Like, no, I see her on Instagram. Why is that an okay response for me? So I had to look at myself. It was like, you know what? Let me actually reach out.
Yeah.
Let me start doing my part and being who I was supposed to be on this earth. Let me do a little bit more.
And it's a huge difference. I honestly don't care what age range it is. I think even if you guys' age range, you appreciate more if somebody picks up the phone and say, "Hey, girl, how you doing? Let's get together." Da da da.
Yeah.
Versus DMing them or
whatever. DMing them or liking a picture.
Am I saying the right word?
Yeah. You're right.
Liking the
you don't
picture.
Have social media.
Posting a comment.
Right. No. But I pick up the phone for the people that are close and dear to me regularly.
Yeah.
And call, include my kids. And I don't care if I get on their nerves.
Call them.
Yes, I want to make sure that I need to hear their voice.
She finally got
and make sure they're okay. And that's the difference too between social media and actually talking to a person. You can hear and make sure they're okay.
Yeah,
you know, true. What if something really is something about to be extreme happening to them?
Yeah,
somebody else can have their phone and answering their DM.
Yeah, you never know.
That's real far
between that and just people. They don't know how to even talk about their real life issues because one, they don't want to put it on social media, but two, it's nobody else reaching out to truly check on them. Like, people could be sending cries for help and you don't even know it.
Exactly.
So y'all check on your loved ones and not through social media.
I had to make it a thing to call my grandma. I'll start putting in my calendar, call my grandma. And it's like, I feel like I shouldn't have to put that in my calendar, but the way my life is set up, do whatever you got to do to make sure you get it done. So and that's me putting in my calendar. So I put in my calendar, call my grandmother. I put in my calendar, make your personal time. Hey, make time for yourself to even take a bath. You know what I mean? Write in your journal. Do something for yourself.
Yeah.
Just because mental health is real.
It is.
Mental health.
I feel like it's definitely been exposed this year.
Very important for you to reach out. This year, if no other year, is very important. I know we're about to leave 2020, but going into 2021, it's very, very important for you to check on your loved ones.
Yeah.
The rapper The Baby, for instance, he has said the same thing after he lost his brother to suicide. You know, and you know, you may know your family member is going through something, but you don't know
the extreme of it.
Right, exactly.
As well as however they handle what they're going through. Some people don't handle things okay.
Exactly.
And if they don't have nobody to call and check on them, you know, if they're at a low point in their life and they're feeling like nobody cares, and to them it's coming off like nobody cares because nobody has reached out to pick up and call or whatever. Right. So, you know, they go to the extreme of how they choose to handle it. But that's why, please, you guys, especially during the holidays too. Reach out to your loved ones and let them know, hey, just checking on you. I love you. I miss you. Happy holidays. It'll make a world of difference.
It really will. You'll feel better, and that person will feel better. And even if it's something that they actually need to get off their chest, you never know when God is really using you. You know what I mean? So just go with whatever is coming to you to do. Do it.
Do it. Follow through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah, guys. Ooh, well, I got to say, I'm ready for 2020 to get on up through.
You can head on out 2020.
Woo!
You can head on out 2020.
I can't take no more bad news, negative.
It's
the election.
It's been a bittersweet year. It was good moments personally for me in 2020, and I've seen a lot of growth in myself in 2020. But just the way the world is set up, it's like, hey man, 2020 is heavy.
Yeah. And that's, I feel like too, if you were focusing on those things, 2020 definitely tapping into yourself.
Tapping into yourself.
Was the time.
Vision was clear.
2020 was the time to do it.
2020, clear vision.
What's your purpose? What are you here for?
I actually stuck to my goals this year.
Yeah.
It was all about me. That was my goal, all about me. It wasn't necessarily a goal to lose weight, but it was a goal to exercise. And exercise became part of my therapy. I'm a gym rat. Lord, I'm a gym rat. But
I want to be a gym rat.
Come on.
No, listen. Circa, she was.
Was you?
She was.
I'm going to tell you, like you just were saying, over and over again, you're absolutely right. Once I opened up the business, I let it consume me. And because right before I opened it up, I was a gym rat.
Yeah.
And so, once I started opening up the business, you got to be worried about, everything running right. You make sure everybody got everything they need, and make sure you get all the bills paid, and make sure you're making your money.
Yeah, it's so much more.
And before you know it, it consumes, your life.
It's taking up all of your time. Yes.
You lose
You
yourself.
got to find a balance.
Finding balance in 2020 was huge for me, and I made it a non-negotiable tonight, as well as I made it non-negotiable for no matter how busy I become again. With me adding different things into it and starting new businesses and things like that, that I'm going to take 2 hours for myself every day. Absolutely. As well as I'm going to get off work at midnight every day, even if I'm at my own home. Because at home is where I'm working, but at midnight you're off.
Yeah, that's late.
Yeah, it's late. It's real late.
That's a reasonable time.
What time do you start?
She run a business.
After I get off work at 4, I'm working until midnight.
Yeah, but you go to work at what, 8?
Yeah.
So you're working 14 hours?
This is the life of an entrepreneur. I mean,
I got 3 businesses outside of a full-time job. I don't even know.
What is
I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know how else to do it. It's like I got to just roll with the punches. And I enjoy being busy. I don't mind it, but I also know that I need to stop at some point and take time for myself.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do feel like with 2020, I recognize that traveling is a form of therapy for me.
Yes.
Otherwise, I definitely noticed about myself, I could work nonstop, 7 days a week, as long as I'm able to go on a vacation.
We get music.
Yeah.
Got good people around us.
Yeah. But as long as I'm able to go on a vacation every
it's like a goal.
5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can go. I can recharge, rejuvenate, realign. My vacation probably 7 days or whatever. This situation where we can't leave the country.
Yeah, it's really messing with me, man.
It's messing with my psyche.
Listen, and it's really people who haven't I know I've been out of town since the whole shutdown, but it's people who haven't been out to eat, who ain't getting nothing. My mother, I was like, how are you mentally okay?
She may not be. She may not be. Because
she's okay with it. I asked her, I'm like, mentally, are you okay? I would bring us in some takeout, but
you need to get away sometimes.
I hear every day.
Change of scenery.
Definitely change of scenery.
Cabin fever is real. I be in my house get me out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to my patio at least something. Get me out of here.
Something.
Go to the lobby of the apartment.
Real bad. So like I said, I think a couple episodes ago, I've been living vicariously through other people on their
I ain't going to keep
YouTube. We're not.
Listen, by the end of 2021, y'all better have figured it out.
I hope so, because I'm ready to get out of here.
Listen. My birthday's coming.
Listen, we gonna get on a private plane. That's what these rich people is doing. They got the number.
We said that.
We getting on a private plane and we gonna rent out a whole resort.
The mask really helps because no matter when I went out of town before the pandemic, I got sick when I came back home. Since I've been wearing a mask on these planes, I don't get sick coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You only
That's
want me to go where I'm going with my story. Because did y'all hear about the man that got on the plane? Listen.
He died on the plane.
From the
Either
COVID.
you gonna land this plane or I'm gonna land this plane. I was like, this can't be real.
He lied on the. They you know how to give you a disclaimer.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to sign and say you don't have any symptoms or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he lied on that. His wife said, who was on the plane with him, he had no sense of smell or taste. He had respiratory issues.
So she should go down.
He had all the symptoms, and it was right before they took off. Actually, I don't think they even got to take off.
Oh my God!
Get him off this
plane. So now
plane.
they had to contact everybody that was on that plane, and they're probably going to either have to quarantine or go get tested. However they
First of all, that lady should go to jail because she knew her husband.
Why would you let him get on the plane?
Why did you get on too?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's disrespectful.
And this is why I'm not flying right now.
No, that would change everything. I would probably drive back home from wherever we landed at because forget it.
That's so not okay.
That's terrible.
And I don't get the people who are being selfish about, having symptoms.
And never.
Even if they test positive and they don't quarantine, just follow the guidelines. Don't be a dickhead and do whatever you want to do.
Why are you this selfish and unaware of anybody else's health? Like, I know several people in Cleveland who are big people in the city and never slow down. Opening up businesses, at work every day, going to their restaurants, going to the club. Just literally living life.
I know people that actually have either been exposed or have had it and still are out in the public.
And then that's my thing too.
That's not fair.
Get tested. I respect the people who know they work either amongst a lot of people or they work in the medical industry or whatever, and they're constantly getting tested. That's the least that you can do. I'm not saying don't do anything or stop working or stop living your life, but get tested if you know you're going to be moving in and around all different types of people.
Right. Take care of yourself.
Just
at the end of the day, it's I see how it spreads, so I understand it. And I would hate to pass it along to somebody, one of my loved ones. For example, my mother. For months, I didn't go past her doorstep. I would literally I would go inside the house, but I would literally sit on the doormat at the house. And she would just be on the stairs, and it would be our kick it time together. I would eat my dinner right here at this mat.
And baby, I keep a
She
can
will
of
spray you
Lysol,
down.
gloves, wipes.
She spray you down coming through. I just I'm just stay right here. I'm not even gonna come all the way in. Just
but
whatever.
we're going to wind down, and once again, everybody, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Don't forget to reach out to your loved ones.
Yes, spread love this holiday season.
And we will see you next time on.
See you in 2021.
Shoppecast.
Cheers.
Also, fun thing too. We're coming to y'all live in 2021.
We're going live, baby.
Stay
Baby,
tuned.
we live.
Stay tuned, y'all. Over and out.